What's up, everybody? I am Sean Finnegan. Welcome to IGN Plays Live. I'm joined by Mitch Saltzman. Today we are going to be playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered on the PS4 for y'all. So, welcome to the show. Come join and reminisce about this awesome seminal shooter. Mitch, thanks for joining me.
This is exciting because we were supposed to stream this yesterday, and I believe that tomorrow is when this officially opens for people who pre-ordered Infinite Warfare. So this is an early look at the game. Oh, sorry, this should be the controller you're using.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so where do you want to start? I remember the very first mission in this game being ultra cinematic and very amazing,
and super like set piece heavy. But actually, I think it starts off with some training, so we might have to do that first.
Is that so? Well, let's have a go then.
Let's do it.
So, if you're just joining the stream, thank you very much. Hope you're going to have a good time. But make sure you join us on Twitch and on IGN and on YouTube. And leave us, your comments or your questions. We'll do your best to answer them there. We're going to talk a lot about the game, and hopefully you all have played it. I mean, if you missed out, this was
this is gaming history. If you missed out on playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, you need to brush up.
Yeah, this was a game where, like, I don't think I'm being overly dramatic or bombastic when I say that this was like a game that really changed the industry as far as shooters come. Like, shooters are a genre that's gone back to gaming's roots for sure. We've had many great shooters that have really changed the way we think about what shooters are, but when this came around, it really was a totally new thing and a different way that we could have conceived about what first-person shooters are.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, this definitely is not the first war style, like, stop and pop kind of game where, like, you're constantly moving from cover to cover. It's not Doom style where you're just running out there with, all these different guns. But it did kind of, I don't want to say perfect it, but it definitely set the standard, I would say, as far as these style of shooters go. Fire from the hip, fire from the hip. Also, I feel like that tutorial voice is, like, iconic almost.
Yeah, I just remember it's really easy to, like, I don't know, it comes back so fast once you jump back into this.
Yeah. Do you remember what's that character's name? Because you're playing as Soap. It's Captain Price, right?
Captain Price?
Captain Price.
Also, who's McTavish? I actually forget the story.
Tavish, yeah. I would have to say that anyone who can tell me succinctly what Modern Warfare 1 was about, they deserve some kind of medal.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't. At least I don't remember. I mean, going back now, this is what, 9 years since I played this game?
Oh my god.
Like, the last time we actually would have played this game would have been back then.
Stop it, I feel old.
Yeah, I know, right? Time flies. That's like a good third of my life there. What am I doing here?
But yeah, if you have any questions, guys, you can tweet at IGN using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. That is generally the best way for us to see your question because Twitter doesn't move as fast as YouTube and Twitch.
One minor note, we are playing on PS4 here.
Yeah.
And I definitely do not play these games on PS4. I mean, I think, like most people, I imagine people played this game on, 360.
360,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Using your knife is even faster than switching to your pistol.
Not that that's a bad thing. I just back in the day.
Not trying to start a war here, just saying.
Back in the day, during the PS3, Xbox 360 generation.
So you gotta get the melon. You gotta get the melon.
Oh, where's the melon?
There it is.
Oh.
Nice. Fruit killing skills are remarkable.
Ha ha.
Want to see you.
Fruit Ninja. That's actually the impetus for how they got the idea for Fruit Ninja.
Is that so?
They played Call of Duty. For sure. So I don't know if you can answer this, but Nuvark on Twitch asks, what was your favorite gun in this game?
I think I'm a little biased because one of my big complaints, and I don't want to start this off with a complaint, but like it kind of is that the M16, at least in my mind, is the best gun in the game.
Yeah. And
it's available to you like right off the bat.
I feel like that's almost always the case with Call of Duty games, though. Like, I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't have a fine appreciation for automatic weapons, but they all feel the same to me.
Yeah.
Like very, very subtle differences.
So yeah, I mean, personally, my favorite was the M16, and I remember, yeah, I mean, just like, I found myself to be very effective with that playstyle.
Right.
I was never like a really like run and gun flanking type of shooter who loves to go like close quarters with an SMG or a shotgun, and it wasn't really me. I was like more of a scout them out, play real like long sight lines, and beat people with long aim.
Yeah.
I
All right,
remember
so
this.
we're like this is one of my favorite parts of this game actually. Someone asked what's my favorite level. I really like
Trading sim.
I really like doing obstacle course trading thing. Like I usually spend a lot of time trying to better my score. So I figure what we can do, Sean, is we give each other 3 tries, and both of us can go play through it and try to compete for the best time.
All right.
You cool with that?
All right.
All right. Maybe 2 tries. Let's do 2 tries.
Sounds good. I'm gonna have to like try and focus.
All right. I'm not gonna expect you to talk. I'm gonna look at the chat so I don't pay attention to what you're doing.
Position 2. Where is position 2? Oh, here we go. Down this way.
Hit the targets.
Flashbang through the door.
Hopefully that's the door that he's talking about.
Flashbang through the door.
Nope, this is the door. This is why I need
This
multiple
is why
tries.
we need multiple tries.
Wait,
Position 3.
that didn't count? Oh, there we go. Position 3. Wait, that's 5. I'm confused.
Go to position 3.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
I'm trying to find 3.
Position 3. Go back.
Go back.
Back.
Go to position 3.
Am I just an idiot? Where's 3? Oh, it is 3. Right here.
Position 3.
Oh, does he want me to throw a grenade into this door? Jeez.
Position 4.
There
Hit
we
the
go.
target. Position 5. Go. Hit the
Joseph
target.
says this game looks better than Infinite Warfare. Wow,
Flashbang through the door.
that would be impressive. I mean, I think you should hold off on that judgment until we first of all see more. Oh, don't have enough flashes to finish.
Yeah. I threw like hella flashes on that first one. You're going to have to allow me to try again.
All right, we'll get you another try.
Yeah.
Position 2. Go.
Once
Now
I
you
know
know.
where I'm going. Oops, still not really sure.
Hit the target. Flashbang through the door.
See, though, I love these styles of trading things because
Hit the
they're
target.
fun for me just in terms of learning the mechanics of the game. But then also they encourage repetition because I'm the kind of person that always wants to, get the max score or like the highest tier reward for one of these styles of games. Steve994 agrees with me. This game is fun.
I'm lost again. Oh, there we go.
All right, so that's enough.
All right. One more try.
One more try. We
Now
gotta,
I
we
know
gotta
where
get
I'm
off of
supposed to go.
recruit.
Yeah.
We can't play this game on recruit.
Ugh. I hate the PS4 controller. Give this one more go. Hopefully there's more flashes up there at the top.
Yeah.
Replace any flashbangs you use.
All right. Ready?
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Hit the targets. Position 2. Go. Hit the targets.
I'm curious if anyone else is the same way with these styles. Do you? Because
Position
the
5.
big thing with me is that this game sets your difficulty
Go.
based on the results of this training, and I'm the kind of person that almost feels insulted when they tell me that I have to play on normal,
To the finish.
or even easy.
Not great.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Give it a try.
Let's give it a shot.
You want another go? Otherwise,
Yeah,
for a debrief.
this was a shooter where like I think, Call of Duty had established a really great like feel and look to it as early as Call of Duty 2.
Yeah.
But I think Modern Warfare, the first one, came at a time when really
Remaining target. Position 2. Go.
shooters had been kind of stale for a little bit. Like you had innovative things going on with Halo and
Position 4.
other things like other multiplayer shooters like that. But
Nope.
as far as the progression system and the realistic like warfare and it being in modern times, like I don't think anyone else was doing what Call of Duty did at all back then. And it kind of like changed things about what gamers really thought
Sprint to the finish.
these shooters could be, which is really cool.
Work on your accuracy.
Ugh. All right, one more try.
If you want another go.
I forgot about the sidearm.
Otherwise, come over to the monitors for
I was
a
wasting
debrief.
time reloading.
Replace any flashbangs you use.
Also, I apologize because now I know what it feels like because I was talking a lot while you were going. I didn't hear anything that you were saying while
Oh,
I was
yeah,
playing
no.
that.
No, this is a game that requires some focus, even on the training mission. The other thing I really liked about this game was that like its set pieces were very cinematic. A lot of the level design is very, very memorable in Modern Warfare, and I think that's what a lot of gamers really remember about this game. These awesome levels and the way it made them feel. Like, they're very intense.
For sure.
Oh, you're using the knife and everything.
Come on, go! All right, there we go. Hardened difficulty.
Pretty good.
We can continue the playthrough now.
Definitely. You want to jump into this first level?
Yeah, let's jump into the first level.
So if I remember right, it's the boat, right?
It's the boat, yeah.
Yeah.
This blew my mind back in the day. This was yeah, like you said, it was very bombastic, very
Oh, we're playing on hard, huh?
Oops, sorry.
You're gonna have to focus.
We can change that. We can change that if you want.
I remember, like, veterans of this games industry will tell you that this boat level was the one that they demoed for the industry pre-release, like at preview events and stuff. This is the thing that they were showing people, and that's when it kind of like people got a sense that this game was going to be something special.
Yeah.
Of course, you never really know that like that this game or any game really is going to be like a franchise. Like billion-dollar franchise that ends up being like one of the biggest, actually probably the biggest thing in gaming, right?
For sure. I mean, yeah. Like let's talk about that a little because Call of Duty has always been a very strong series right from the start. You know, it was kind of like going head-to-head with Medal of Honor at the start, and I feel like most people would consider it the better version of Medal of Honor. And then Call of Duty 4 comes around, and it takes this series that started off really good and really well received. And it just skyrocketed. Like, I think starting with maybe not World of War, but definitely starting with Black Ops. But there was definitely an upward trend starting at Modern Warfare. But like, people were waiting outside GameStops, like lining up in hour-long lines right at midnight for this game to come out. So what do you think it was? Do you think it was all multiplayer, or do you think there were aspects of the single-player Call of Duty that lended itself to the sudden meteoric rise of its popularity?
I don't think you can attribute any game this successful to one part of the game, right? Like, I think it's a total package thing, right? It's both the single player and the multiplayer that are both so good that make this game something that gamers love. The multiplayer and single player both are very, very good. We were just talking about, like, how intense this first mission is. Again, if you haven't seen it, like towards the end, this boat starts to like go down.
Yeah.
And you're trying to race out of it, and things are crashing around you, and you're struggling to get through water in addition to fighting these dudes, and it just gives you this really cinematic feel. And when I say cinematic, I mean like the movies in the sense that it feels bigger than you, Like, this is a world that's you don't quite have a hold of because you're not in control. It's big, and it's violent, and it's brutal, and it's awesome. And that's what I mean when I say that this is very cinematic. But yet you're the player. You have the influence to get the story forward, and I think that's what players loved about this. Is like it feels very cinematic, but you have this agency. So the campaign was actually something that, like, I don't know, people felt like you could play a lot or play over and over again to be real cool. Then for the multiplayer people, like, this game ended up being like such an addictive thing because it was one of the very first games multiplayer-wise, and certainly the first in the Call of Duty franchise that introduced it, like the progression system, right?
Yeah, progression system was huge.
Where you're gaining XP, you're gaining skins and new weapons as you level up, and then you get prestige modes, and you're collecting things as you go. So in addition to being good at the game and honing your skills and completing objectives and being a good teammate, you're also kind of playing a first-person shooter RPG, where you're collecting things and gaining things and bettering your character as you go forward. And that's just like, so no matter what player you are, if you're the type of person who leans towards single-player or multiplayer, this game had something for you. Yeah. And both of them were amazing, right? Like, I remember this campaign being, like 6 or 7 hours, which is, back then, it was pretty ballsy to do a campaign that short, right? A lot of games had longer campaigns like that. Even the short-end ones, like BioShock came out this same year. Oh, side note.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Wow. This
year of gaming, 2007, which is when Modern Warfare came out, I think is the strongest year of gaming ever.
Definitely one of them.
We talk about this on another show at IGN called History of Awesome, where we just go year by year and talk about all the awesome movies, books, comic books, and TV shows, and just pop culture things that happened that year. And there's a couple years in gaming history that are really, really good, but 2007's among them. The reason being, Modern Warfare 2 came out. Modern Warfare came out. Super Mario Galaxy same year.
Oh my God.
BioShock, Mass Effect, the Orange Box, and Halo 3.
Can we just go in a time machine and go back to
Just
2007?
an amazing year for games. But yeah, I mean, that's certainly what I loved about it. You just got shot in the face.
Not even the face. That was the back of the head. What a coward.
I love these like quotes too. I forgot about that. Like
Yeah.
every time you die, there are these awesome quotes, and you never get like the same one twice.
That was a classic. I mean, do they still do that in Call of Duty now?
You're asking the wrong guy. So Modern
probably
Warfare,
don't.
Modern Warfare 1 and 2, I played so much, maybe hundreds and hundreds of hours between the two of them. I was very into both of them. But nice grenade.
I'm sorry, Captain Price.
You're gonna
I got
betray
you a
your
gift.
team.
But
But after Modern Warfare 2, I didn't really play any. I still haven't played any Call of Duty since then. Just like the series didn't shift drastically enough to bring me back in.
Yeah.
I don't really like franchise type stuff unless it's Halo.
Well, that kind of leads into
'Cause
another.
I'm a fanboy.
That kind
I'm
of leads
joking.
into another discussion point because I was gonna ask whether this game holds up, and I think the simple answer is like, yeah, of course it holds up because all Call of Duty games are kind of like very similar in terms of their single player. Like the formula of the single player hasn't changed much, if pretty much at all, from Call of Duty game to Call of Duty game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on what you're talking about when you say holds up. Like, I think the short answer is that, like, yeah, it holds up, but at the same time, like, it's not modern anymore compared to what's going on in new Call of Duties, right? There's so many new features and functionality that are built into the new Call of Duty games and just games in general now. We're 10 years on from this game, right? Like, a lot's changed in terms of what gamers expect and what devices developers use to increase replayability. But as far as the gameplay itself goes, I think they nailed it with this. Like, this game, more than any other game, defined what Call of Duty is as a franchise in terms of the speed, the realism, and just really how it feels to run and shoot and jump. So I mean, yeah, in that way, none of that's changed. It still feels as good as ever, and that's like, I think that's really cool.
I really like this first mission also because it feels like you're really playing with the squad here.
Yeah, that was the other thing, is you didn't feel as if, there's always that joke in multiplayer gaming about AI, right? Your teammates' AI are just, like, useless.
Yeah. Out of the way.
But here, it's not like they didn't actually. It looks like they're shooting. It feels like they're shooting. They got your back. They're talking to you. It feels like they're there and they're real.
Yeah, it feels like they're actually taking out enemies. You're not just a one-man army with the other people just being decorations. But yeah, I like the feel. I like the overall vibe of this mission, and like you say, it eventually gets to a really cool part where the ship actually starts sinking.
I mean, honestly, the whole mission I remember being so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because we're 10 years of Call of Duty essentially, right? Like there was a little bit of a gap. I think it was a 2-year gap between this one and Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
But since then, it's become like a new Call of Duty every single year, and a lot of gamers tend to hate on that. Like, it's easy to hate on franchise stuff. Like, Assassin's Creed gets it, Call of Duty gets it. Like, to a good degree, Halo gets it.
I'm one of the ones that definitely is guilty of hating on Assassin's Creed for its yearly releases.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think that criticism's totally invalid, right? I do think that there is an argument to be made about how annualizing a franchise can take away from creative liberty, like what developers would love to do and change things. Like, it kind of ties them to a formula that they know works. But that's not to say that that's always a bad thing, right? Like, if you can continually churn out quality games, which they all tend to be, then that's a good thing. But just for me personally, like, you got to do something drastically different than in order to really pull me back.
Yeah.
But with Modern Warfare 1, with this game, I don't think that there was anyone out there who could have hated on it, really. Like, maybe it's not for you, but I don't think that there's anyone out there who played this game and honestly was like, it was all right.
Yeah, I feel like the only people who were like that were the staunch Halo fanboys.
So that's the thing is, I'm very I try not to call myself a fanboy because on the internet that has such negative connotations. But when it comes to Halo, I really am a fanboy. I love Halo. I'm one of those guys who's like, Halo is better than any other first-person shooter on the consoles out there. And I still say that even if I love Modern Warfare. But I was never, and I don't think you're being fair, even if you are a Halo person, to say that this game wasn't that great because Halo's better. Halo's great, Halo's amazing. But this is still so good.
This is beautiful. I love the added lighting effects that they added to this. Like this, oh man, this is.
It just totally looks like a game you'd play now.
This is like
2016, 2017.
Restoring a.
It was this
really,
part where I was like, this is so intense.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
This is one of those gaming moments that's like burned into my brain. Is what I was trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
Stumbled on all my words.
What a game.
Keep moving. Do you think Modern Warfare is the best of Modern Warfare 1? Is the best of the Modern Warfare series?
So we have this discussion kind of regularly. I think. Yeah, Price. There we go.
Yeah, Captain Price.
We've talked about this so many times in the office, whether like Modern Warfare 1 or 2 is better. I think most people would say 1 because of just what it is and its like seminal influence on shooters. But I think 2 might be it's the Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 argument, right?
Yeah.
I think Mass Effect 2 is a better game because it's I don't know, the game part of it, like its systems, its mechanics are better, and I think all of that is true of Modern Warfare 2. Like it's just Modern Warfare 1 except more of it. Like more weapons, more maps, more perks, more stuff to collect, more prestiges, more like just all the stuff that made Modern Warfare 1 addicting.
Yeah.
But I think like if you were calling out the critic in me, like which doesn't really exist, then yeah, I think you'd have to say Modern Warfare 1, right?
Yeah.
It's like Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario Galaxy 2,
well,
right?
for those, it's just both those games are so
both are amazing,
they're
right?
so high tier.
But you have to give it to Super Mario Galaxy 1 because it was the innovator, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Even if Mario Galaxy 2 has more levels, more crazy awesome suits, and interesting mechanics. Yeah.
And Yoshi.
Also, Spring Mario.
Spring Mario.
The most hilarious
Instant
thing.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. So I feel like that was pretty much. That's a good look at the little campaign, right?
Yeah.
Should we jump into some multiplayer here?
Unfortunately, we can't.
We can't?
We can't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was the reason Bobby wouldn't take this stream.
Too bad. Okay. Well, campaign it is then.
This was also a really cool moment.
I mean, this game is packed with cool moments.
Yeah, but like again, maybe it's just because most of my memories of Call of Duty 4 are tied to the very beginning of the game, because I think it starts off super strong, and it continues strong, but that first mission that we just played, and then this right here, where it just kind of ends with like the punch of, well, I mean, you're gonna see it, but
yeah, spoiler alert for a 10-year-old game.
And Modern Warfare 2 obviously had the no Russian moment, but yeah, like this is a really cool sequence.
This has all gillied up, which is maybe the best Call of Duty mission ever.
Which one's that? Is that the one where you're like, the sniper mission? Yeah, I was gonna say that's the other point that sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, that, and then it's been so long since I played him, but the one where you have to it's not the sniper mission, but there's a mission where you have to assassinate some dude, and he's so far away, you have to judge for the curvature of the earth.
Yeah. That's one of those.
This game, right? That's not 2? I think that's this game.
I
think that's like the last mission of this 2. I can't remember. Again, 10 years since I've played these games, essentially.
Yeah. Give us a break, guys.
But yeah, even this is so cinematic, right? Like, you're driving along, and really you can just look around, but you're kind of, being strung along.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at the chat really quick because I missed a lot of comments. Once again, guys, you can tweet using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. Tweet at IGN, and we'll read your comments here. I got a lot of friends saying nice things about me. I don't wanna plug them. I love you guys though.
Sorry.
Okay, we got a question here. How do you think they will be able to take? How do you think they will be able to take the Call of Duty series? Infinite Warfare is so far in the future. how far can this actually go? Will they eventually have to keep remaking the old ones until someone new is thought of? Says Nuvark. So where do they go from Infinite Warfare, do you think?
That's a good question. I really don't know, right? Like, part of me, the creative part of me, wants to say like the possibilities with a shooter are endless. Like, as long as you're creative enough to figure something out that works and that people think is cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, how far in the future can you push this before it becomes Halo?
Yeah.
Or some other generic sci-fi shooter, right? I think there are a lot of people out there who would make the argument that what makes Call of Duty so special is, one, obviously its gameplay, but two, the realism and how those two tie together. Like, it feels like a world that could be our world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it just feels real because of that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I mean, can it be real when it's Titanfall? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting. I think
That's a tough question.
I feel like Battlefield is going kind of through the same crisis where they keep on experimenting with different things because they have the same concern. Like, you know, how do we keep pushing this forward? And, you know, they've experimented with Battlefield Hardline, doing the whole buddy cop thing, and then with Battlefield 1, I feel like they arrived at the conclusion, you know what? Let's just take it back.
Back to the roots, yeah.
Let's just take it back to to how it started. And I think people really embrace that. Like, you know, you see the difference in the like to dislike ratio of the Infinite Warfare reveal trailer to the Battlefield 1 reveal trailer. And it's not because that many more people love Battlefield as opposed to Call of Duty. It's because, you know, I think Battlefield was able to predict, like, this is what the fans are going to want.
Yeah, I think you're right there. It's hard to say, you know. Like, obviously, I'm not a game dev, so I wish I could tell you, you know, what it takes in order to be, in order to, like, take a franchise like Call of Duty in which, you know, you have, like, a conception that you have to kind of match, right? People know what they want from the games, but at the same time, you want to balance it with something.
Sorry, I got shot in the head.
Yeah. You want to balance it with something that, like, you want to do as a developer, right? Like, that's got to be a hard balance to strike. But yeah, I mean, who knows, right? Like, I feel like you get really talented people together in a room and they can figure out just excuse me, an interesting way of doing something that we hadn't thought of before. And I would love to see Call of Duty get there again.
Yeah,
for me, it hasn't really gotten there in a long time, personally.
Yeah, definitely.
It's also that, like, I can't keep up with the players these days. Like, everyone, I'm an old man, like, comparatively.
I know the feeling.
I have my competitive games. I play Halo and I play Counter-Strike. A third one, which requires high skill and stuff like Call of Duty. I just don't have the time, don't have the patience.
Yeah, man, it's whenever I get a Call of Duty game, it always feels nice, like, going into multiplayer. Like, I tell myself, oh, good, everyone's starting from the same level. It's all going to be the same, like, everyone's going to have basically the same guns. Within, like, 3 hours, I feel, there's already this insurmountable gap between me and, like, the hardcore Call of Duty fans. And I always feel like it's just not an even playing field on the multiplayer side.
Which is how it should be.
Pelagius in the Twitch chat, counting my death count.
I forgot you can't, like, slide in this game.
Yeah, that took a little getting used to.
Surprise! Oh no!
They were just playing a game of chess, man.
I got stuck. I tried to knife both of them. Oh god.
Oh boy! Welcome to hardened difficulty.
Yeah, that's true. Forgot about that.
If you want, we can put it back on normal.
Whatever. Be a little bit more tactful.
Yeah, like, let's jump into a discussion on difficulty. So what do you normally play difficulty, or what difficulty do you normally play Call of Duty games on?
God, I can't even remember. I beat the original ones, or Modern Warfare 1 and 2 on someone shooting, and I don't know where. on hardened back in the day, or
Yeah.
what was the top level called? Veteran.
Veteran, yeah.
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 But again, that was back in the day, and I only usually do that if it's a game I really, really love, and we'll play the campaign multiple times. And usually I'll still play the campaign on normal just because I want to get through it, and I don't want to have to fight the game in order to get the story.
Yeah.
And I do that with all my games.
Yeah.
And then if I really like it, I'll go back and I'll go for all the achievements and play it on hard difficulty and stuff.
Yeah. For me, I'm the kind of player that really likes challenge in games, and I'm not the kind of player that is able to replay games after I've already beaten them. I feel like I've already gotten what I wanted out of the game. So I usually try to play on the one step above normal. But I don't know. I don't feel like going up from normal to hardened is a satisfying, like, I don't feel like hardened is a very satisfying difficulty in Call of Duty, because it feels like
You think it's too easy?
it's just, well, no, it's not that it's too easy. It feels like rather than, you know, let me derail this and go into Halo for a sec. Like Halo, the jump between normal and heroic is substantial. It's not just like them tweaking the numbers of like, oh, they do more damage to you, you do more damage to them. It feels like the AI behaves more intelligently when you play on heroic. I feel like with Call of Duty games, when you put it up on difficulty, all that really changes is you're taking more damage and and you deal less. And maybe I'm not right on that. Maybe there actually are AI differences between the normal and hardened. But it's not a satisfying difficulty change, I think.
I get you.
Hit the other machine gunner through the wall.
There's the other machine gunner. Oh, right there. Did I get him? I got him.
All right, we got some Twitter questions coming in. So this kind of piggybacks on our discussion of where Call of Duty should go. What's up, guys? What about if Call of Duty goes to the Stone Age? So what if they pull a Far Cry Primal?
I mean, sure, but I don't know.
I don't know if that's in line with the Call of Duty, moniker.
That's my thing. Is like, I don't know. If there's, I was just saying like, a group of talented developers can do anything if they're smart about it, right? But I don't know if you can have Call of Duty without guns, right?
Yeah.
Like, the one thing about Call of Duty is like it's warfare, like specifically gun warfare. But I don't know. I mean, that's just like the producer in me. I may be.
Helicopter troops closing in fast.
I would like to see them try. I would like to see what a prehistoric Call of Duty game looks like. But yeah, thank you for the question, Gaiden. We also have another question coming from Hussein Kassab. Do you think Activision will do more remastered games, like a remastered version of Modern Warfare 2?
Probably not 2, but like, I don't think it's really a bet to say that they won't do any more.
Yeah, I mean,
remasters. I'm sure they'll do more.
I think this was a special case because well, didn't you say it was like an anniversary for Call of Duty or this game?
What?
Like, did you say it was like a something year anniversary?
What am I doing? 10 years. I turned that on.
10-year anniversary?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably had something to do with their decision to do Modern Warfare Remastered. And also, it's Infinity Ward's turn to do a Call of Duty game, and it's a tie-in that makes sense. Like, for example, I mean, they just confirmed today that you cannot play this game if you have the physical copy of Infinite Warfare and you got Modern Warfare Remastered, and then you sold that copy of Infinite Warfare, you cannot play this game anymore.
Oh,
you have to have the physical disc in order to play Modern Warfare Remastered.
There you go.
There you go. So yeah, it's definitely
So far back.
a marketing tie-in for them.
Go through the door faster, Gaz. Come on. Also, I love that name, Gaz.
Closing in fast.
Gauze.
I love the sniper in this. Reminds me a lot of this Destiny sniper called Patience in Time. It's got like, similar design.
Use that grenade launcher.
Any match where I can snipe, yeah.
Boom! That's a nice little satisfying pop.
Get out of here. Nope.
Speaking of patience and time, you got a lot of patience on this map.
Yeah, cause I want to die.
We're playing on hardened.
Oh,
Oh boy!
Oh
No!
I wish I could slide, but I
Oh,
can't.
God.
See, that's why. Oh god.
Oh god!
That didn't explode. It was a dud.
I'm just imagining from their perspective, seeing this guy run up, having all you guys come up, and then he just runs back towards a rock.
I know, right? Nope, not what I wanted. This guy. Oh, a tank. I don't know who I'm supposed to shoot.
Shoot the guys that don't have the little green names come up. Just like they would in real life.
Just like, yeah.
Just like they would in real life. Once again, guys, you can tweet using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. Tweet at IGN. Did they remaster only the graphics? As far as I can tell, it looks like the case. So, going beyond just the Modern Warfare series, what do you think is your favorite Call of Duty game in general? Is it still Modern Warfare 1?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2, followed by like Call of Duty 2. Like I remember storming Stalingrad in 2 was like, that was the first time I was like, holy, this is so cool. Like the sound design was awesome. Like I was definitely afraid to like run out of buildings and stuff just because, I don't know, man, it's so cool.
Yeah.
And so like intense.
You know, it's not a Call of Duty game, but Medal of Honor Allied Assault, I was a huge fan of because I felt like it was like the first game that did D-Day, you know, right. Like just storming the beaches of Normandy in Medal of Honor Allied Assault for the first time. It's, you know, it's another one of those unforgettable gaming moments that, you know, just really defined that period of time for me. And you know, it's overplayed now. Like obviously, you can't really sell people on, oh look, you get to play the D-Day invasion. But back in the day, that was a really cool moment.
Definitely. Oh, repelling, I love this.
Also, for me, I really like Black Ops 2. You know, I talked about how a lot of the Call of Duty games were very very slight changes in terms of how the single player worked. I really liked a lot of the things that they did with Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the story mode in that game.
Grenade.
They took a lot of interesting risks, I thought.
Okay.
Oh boy! I don't even know what happened there.
I knifed that dude. And yeah.
If at first you don't succeed, call in an airstrike, said someone on the Modern Warfare development team. Just looking at the chat here. A lot of people talking about the idea of remastering games.
Wow. Those guys came out of nowhere. How? Yeah, I'm not like, I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't really like remasters all that much. Yet at the same time, like there's a few remasters out there where it's like I would love to play that game on my Xbox One or a current gen console. So I guess it just depends on what the remaster is
Yeah. Well,
and what is entailed in the remaster, like what's actually going into it.
well, let's ask this, and this is something that also I'll post to the chat.
Oh god.
Do you think you would pay like I don't know, maybe let's say $40? I imagine if this game was sold alone, it would probably be $40. If this wasn't a pack-in with Infinite Warfare, would you pay $40 to play this game again?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
I'm gonna play. I played. Yeah, I already got hundreds of hours of gameplay from this game. I don't need another one.
Yeah.
That's just me personally. Like, if you're really into that, if you're really into Call of Duty and you want to get back to this game and you want to play it on next gen, sure, it could be a good deal for you.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
But it's interesting because like I feel like
Am I supposed to bust in here? Or
you know when
gonna do it?
the announcement came with Infinite Warfare, and you know there was this teaser at the end of Modern Warfare Remastered. It almost felt like that was there to soften the blow of the disappointing Infinite Warfare trailer, or what many people viewed as a disappointing Infinite Warfare trailer. So I'm kind of curious, you know, what people are more excited about. Is it, you know, another or is it Infinite Warfare, or is it in fact Modern Warfare Remastered?
Yeah. Oh.
Coltrane
Shot in the face.
Coltrane says that he would pay $40 for it alone.
Cool. Yo, Nikolai, I'm on your team.
It's him. Nikolai, are you all right? Can you walk?
Yes, I can still fight. Thank you for getting me out of here.
Big Bird, this is Bravo 6. We have the package. Meet us at LZ1. Over. Bravo 6, this is Big Bird. We're on our way. Out.
So, here's another question. What do you think of the developer's choice to make this remaster only available with the special edition of Infinite Warfare? So, kind of we were talking about it earlier.
I don't know. It's tough to say. There's two sides to that argument. Like, there's two ways to look at that. One, it's less cynical because they're trying to give you something new along with this, right?
Yeah.
The other way to look at it is they're trying to sell you on their new game by enticing you with something that you like, that they know you like.
Yeah.
So it could be cynical or not cynical, depending on how you look at it. I don't know. Not being the biggest Call of Duty guy, I would say, like, I really don't have a perspective on it. Like, to me, I don't know, I wasn't going to play Infinite Warfare anyway, and I don't want to buy this on its own, so it's like, it's not really a big deal for me, personally. But I can totally see, oh, we earn trophies over here.
Yeah.
Not get achievements. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
I'm kind of in the same boat as you because, like you said, it really comes down to, would you pay $40 for this game on its own? Because that's probably what they would charge.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the thing, is like, let's say that you're the devs or you're the publisher, and you're like, okay, we have two options. We can pack in the game and sell it with the new one for $60, or we could sell it on its own for $40, and a lot of people would probably buy that. Like, but the downside is that if you do that, if you sell it on its own, one, you risk cannibalizing your own audience, because you're going to try, that might take a lot of the people who might have otherwise bought Infinite Warfare away. But then you also stand to make a sizable chunk of money because, I don't know, people love the first Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
That seems like a really tough thing to balance. Like, I wouldn't want to have to make that decision, right?
Sure. I'm sure they...
like, from a business standpoint, that's got to be hard. From a
sure they weighed
gamer
their
standpoint, it's like,
options.
what's better? It's hard to say, because, I don't know. I guess getting both is better, even if it's only $20 more. So
Yeah.
it's better if it's packed in. Unless you only wanted Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, so I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
That's a tough question.
Well, you know, I understand the gamer perspective of it being, like, kind of shady because, you know, and this is what it is. You know, let's call it what it is. Activision is trying to get people who wouldn't normally buy the newest Call of Duty by offering something that they know that they probably like. Like they might have thought like you already said, pretty much everyone who played Modern Warfare was a fan of Modern Warfare, unless they have some other biases that they. I don't know. That's their own thing. But a lot of other people fell out of love with the Call of Duty series, I think, and they probably think that if we offer this thing that everyone has this nostalgic attachment to, along with our newest game, maybe we can get some new buyers onto the new product.
Yeah, potentially.
So yeah, I understand the dishonest Activision kind of side of it. But yeah, personally, I wasn't gonna buy Modern Warfare Remastered if it was by it. I wouldn't buy Modern Warfare Remastered if it was by itself. Oof.
Oh. Clever.
Clever little boy. What do you think of the graphical upgrade?
I mean, it's honestly it looks good. What I'm looking at now looks good. It's difficult to compare it to what it was 10 years ago without them side by side.
Right.
Because to me, this just looks like a Call of Duty game.
Oh, jeez.
Where'd that guy come from? Ninjas.
Came from behind.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks good and it feels good. It looks modern. Good detail. So where did those guys come from last time? Over here. No, that's where I came from.
Yeah, I think it came from the left.
Oh, God.
Came from that side. Oh, boy. Toss a grenade in there. Oh!
Clip out. That was amazing. Yeah, it looks good. I don't know. It looks like a modern. Oh my God! Looks like a modern Call of Duty game that you would play today. That I say without knowing for sure how it used to look. I want this gun back. Oh my God, dude!
Man,
that kickback when I'm getting shot,
the kick
is crazy.
The kick is insane.
You see it? It's like
dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah, which is how you would imagine real bullet fire would be. Realism.
Oh my God.
Oops.
Jackson, throw a flashbang.
Wow.
Without spoilers, what are your impressions of Modern Warfare 3? Haven't played the game, but may play it before this is out. Honestly, I don't remember Modern Warfare 3 that well.
Modern Warfare 3 was an interesting thing. I remember I didn't play it either. By then, the franchise had kind of lost me as a player.
Yeah.
Again, not because I thought it was bad or anything. It just wasn't doing anything drastically different that I thought needed to be experienced. But I do remember Modern Warfare 3 having a pretty troubled production cycle. Originally it was Infinity Ward did a bunch of the development on it initially, or some studio, I think it was Infinity Ward, and then it came in and then got finished by Sledgehammer because that whole dissolving of Infinity Ward's team and the whole thing with Vince Zampella and the other dude whose name I'm forgetting. Yeah. I remember that game kind of feeling it was not entirely finished or didn't do anything drastically different, and I think that had a lot to do with what was going on behind the scenes. This is pure speculation from me based on what I remember hearing being in the games industry and not having any real insight into it. That said, I didn't play the game, so I can't really render a verdict on how it feels comparatively. But to answer the question, I think no matter where you jump in the Call of Duty franchise, you're kind of in for a good game. The reason they get really highly reviewed all the time is generally every one of them is pretty strong all the way through. Yes, you can criticize them for not doing anything drastically different, like I do. But at the same time, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The game of basketball is the same every single time. It's not exactly, whoa, that guy just, like, came
They're
back
always
from the dead.
solid.
Yeah, they're very solid games. Ugh. That dude has an RPG up there. Ow, ow, where are they coming from?
Need a radar. Sorry, just once again looking at the chat here.
I need to get to the high ground. Ow,
Oof.
ow!
Oh man. Do you want me to
Yeah, we go.
take over for a bit? Do you want to check out chat?
Sure.
Go.
Remember, listeners, viewers,
Whoa!
watchers, you can join us on Twitch at twitch.tv/IGN, on YouTube at youtube.com/IGN, and on IGN at IGN.
At IGN.com.
Leave us your comments and ask us your questions, and we'll do our best to do that. Dude, like
was
Superman
awesome.
swan dove across that street.
Oh,
That
boy.
was amazing.
Why aren't they on all sides of me? Ugh.
Fail89 says, off topic, excited for Gears of War 4.
I am actually I'm more excited than I thought I would be for Gears of War 4 because I did not have a lot of hype for it going in, but now that everyone in the office is like playing it, I really want to play Gears of War 4.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like, again, not really a Gears guy. Played the very first one, thought it was cool. When Gears 2 came out, I was like, I don't really need that game. And never played 3 or Judgment, but I did a lot of the pre-release coverage for IGN for Gears of War alongside Alana and Ryan.
Yeah.
And man,
Yeah.
from what I've played, I think it's pretty cool. And I am not reviewing the game, but I'm very excited about it. This will be the game in the Gears franchise that brings me back into it, for sure.
Oh boy!
And so, and I can tell you, and you work in the office, but I can tell you guys, the viewers out there, the excitement in the office, particularly here, is palpable. That doesn't often happen. Like, with a group this big, we're all kind of covering different things and kind of talking about different games all the time. Every once in a while, there's games that, like, the whole office is talking about, and Gears is one of those. Like, I think there's a lot of people who are really interested and excited to play that game when it comes out, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Me included.
And it was you and Alana, right? You went to an event and you were I mean, you're allowed to say that, right? You were one of the first.
Yeah, that happened a while ago. Me and Alana went up to the Coalition a few weeks back to do the preview event stuff, and one of the things that we got to play was Horde Mode 3.0, this brand new edition, or a revamped edition of the Horde Mode that we all know and love. And we were the first people outside of the studio to beat all 50 waves, which is cool.
Haha.
On normal, not that makes it any easier. Like, it was hard. It took us hours.
Yeah.
Like, it took us the whole afternoon. We started playing at 10:30 and didn't finish until 6. Like, it took us forever. It was real hard. And
That's awesome.
the thought that people are going to be able to get out there and do it on insane and whatever the next level difficulty up is from normal, like, that's super cool. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'm also really one of the things that I'm really looking forward to is the fact that there's a couple, or there's at least one. No, actually, there's two. There's two new things that you're fighting against, because you're fighting against the DBs.
Yep, DVs.
And you're fighting against a new kind of locust-ish.
Yeah, I forget what
enemies.
they're called. The Swarm in the game. Yes.
So that's exciting for me because one of the things about the Gears of War series is that you're kind of always facing the same kinds of enemies, and there's a lot of crossover between them. You go up against the Lambent in Gears of War 3, but
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, and I actually think that one of the really cool things that I've seen so far from it is that the DBs like because they're robots, they're this like AI. I guess they're not AI, they're controlled, but they're like this robot workforce, military force that are like they have all their own weapons and stuff. And since they're robots, like one of the really cool weapons I used a lot was called the M-bar, which is basically a railgun, right?
Yeah.
A rail gun slash long range sniper-ish weapon with exploding rounds, but it doesn't have a sight on it because why would robots need a sight? Like,
Yeah,
I think that's
exactly.
the coolest thing ever. And so the design of those weapons are pretty cool.
Oh my god!
Pelagius on Twitch says Mitch 3, Sean 8. Mitch is starting to catch up. I don't.
I don't know.
What's he
He's
counting?
counting the deaths for some reason, even though you've been holding the controller for like the vast majority of this stream. So I don't know. It's
Also, I'm not a careful player when
Yeah.
I'm talking, especially.
I don't know why they keep showing up from behind me. Stop it. What broken wall? They're all broken walls.
Taylor Spearpoint on YouTube says, "Are you hyped for Battlefield 1?"
Personally, not that much, just because I'm not a Battlefield player. I am more of a Call of Duty fan than I am a Battlefield fan, just because Battlefield, it's just a different style of gameplay than I'm used to. It's a lot of vehicles and open spaces, and I feel like a lot of times I die before I even get to the fight, and then I have to run back to the fight.
Yep.
And it's not my style of game.
Yeah, I mean, again, speaking for myself only, I'm not really all that hyped on Battlefield for the same reason. I've never been a Battlefield guy. The last Battlefield game that I played legitimately was Desert Combat on the PC, like in
I haven't even
2002.
heard of that.
I'm not actually convinced that it was an actual Battlefield game. Like, it might have been a mod, I don't know. Back in the day, I played Counter-Strike professionally, and as a side thing, me and my clan would play Battlefield Desert Combat. Because it was just like a nice change of pace from Counter-Strike, which we played all
Thanks,
like
friends.
super hardcore. Yeah, they're not shooting at you, so. But yeah, like, but that said, there's a lot of people in the office who are really stoked on it. My buddy Mike Aransky over on the video team, big Battlefield guy, super hyped on Battlefield 1. Brandon Tyrell, one of the other editors here, also been doing a lot of the pre-release coverage for Battlefield 1. Really likes it, has been speaking super highly for it. So I think gamers are in for something really cool there too. It's just personally, I'm not a big Battlefield guy.
So I got to watch. So I'm not super hyped on it, but I do like a lot of stuff that they seem to be doing. I got to watch that thing that they showed at TwitchCon. It was a reveal of the single player campaign. And, you know, Battlefield single-player campaigns usually not something to be that excited about. But they do a really cool thing. Because it's World War I, because of the fact that so many people died in World War I, and, you know, you go on the front lines, you don't expect to survive.
Yeah.
So they do this really cool thing where when you die in the single-player of Battlefield 1, basically they die, the camera pans up, you see the name of the person, their birth date, their death date, and then you instantly get put into, instead of having a checkpoint, you instantly get put into the body of another person who's on the front lines.
Interesting.
It's the same kind of thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's a neat little mechanic that they added.
Tony Tejada on YouTube says, another off-topic question. How do you get a job like yours, as in reviewing and covering games and events for this kind of stuff? I think this is an interesting question to ask because who you're asking are two video dudes
Yeah.
at IGN. And not editorial. So, one, actually, Mitch, you're pretty new here relatively. You're, what, a couple months in now?
No, this is like my fourth or fifth week.
Fourth or fifth week
Yeah.
at IGN. So, tell us, like, what were you doing before this?
So,
How did you kind of acquire the skill set necessary for this? Yeah. While you shoot these
while
terrorists.
I shoot these terrorists in their faces. Yeah, I mean, so there's no catch-all answer, right? I think everyone has their own story. For me, I got into this business actually I did, even though I am video now, I did get into this through editorial. So I started off with the idea of being a video game reviewer. So I went to college or maybe not reviewer, but a journalist. So I went to college for journalism. Through that, I ended up doing walkthroughs for a website called Mahalo.com. And
Mahalo.
hold on.
Oh, how is that guy not dead?
I don't know.
Even if you were getting bullets,
There was
he
also
was
someone
certainly getting
behind me
bullets.
that was
That's true.
destroying me.
So you did guides, walkthroughs.
I did walkthroughs, and then through that, I ended up, saying, hey, it would be a lot better, I think, if we did video walkthroughs because, it's nice to have that video component to explain what I'm actually writing about. And through that, I got a job as a video walkthrough producer at a YouTube channel called Gamefront, and did that for about 3 to 4 years, and then Gamefront tragically got shut down, and did a lot of freelancing, doing a lot of different things, a lot of like reviews, also still doing walkthroughs.
Cool.
And ultimately, it led to a video
Oh,
producer
man.
job. Take that
Throw
back.
it back.
It led to a video producer job at a site called, or a YouTube channel called Game Ranks, and that ended up with me getting here. God, this part sucks.
This is tough. Yeah, so that's cool. I think the short answer there.
Long path.
I think the short answer there, Tony Tejada, is that you got to do something that gives you the skills that are desirable for this industry. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of different skills. There's a lot of different places you can work in an industry like this, like especially on the press side, which is what we are. I didn't write at all. Like, I'm not a reviewer. I am not. I never planned to review games or talk about games, but I grew up playing games and I love them and I like what I like. But I grew up, I majored in film and I made videos and made movies and made documentaries for a living before this, and that was a skill that IGN really needed, and so I produce video for them now. And I think that's something to keep in mind, is like there's a lot of different ways to kind of get to where you want to do. If reviewing games specifically is the kind of thing you want to do and covering events, then you definitely got to get out there and start making a name for yourself and honing your voice by doing it a lot. Like, whether it's writing, you got to write a lot. If it's making videos, you got to make a lot of videos, whether they go up on your YouTube channel or wherever. You just got to get out there and do it.
Yeah.
That way, when people consider you for a job, you can be like, I know what I'm doing. Look, I've done it before. Here it is. And it's just most important that you're doing that. That's really the
also,
answer.
be prepared to have things suck for a little while, because starting out in the industry, you don't get paid a lot of money.
There you go.
So just be prepared for that. Oh boy.
Going back over to Twitch. Let's see what's going on over here, Twitch chat. Possibly underscore famous says, what are your guys' favorite shooters of all time?
Get out of here!
For me, it's Halo. Also, did you guys catch Westworld?
Oh man, everyone is raving
Westworld
about Westworld.
is dope. Like, it's so
yeah,
good.
it's really good. I totally saw it and I love it.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm with it.
I was not prepared for how awesome Westworld was going to be. I was in the middle of watching Luke Cage, like I think everyone was this weekend. And Luke Cage is cool. I like it.
Outie.
But I don't think it's like,
So many grenades.
where I'm at right now in it, I don't think it's like really special. And then all of a sudden Westworld came out of nowhere, and it's amazing, and I'm really excited to see where that goes. As for favorite shooters, Mitch, what do you got?
So like first-person shooter, I would probably say, oh man, I'm a fan of the classic run and gun. So I actually really love Doom. That
Nice.
came out. Oh, double grenades right at the.
That's crazy.
There was nothing I could do. So yeah, I was a really big fan of Doom. Actually, you know what? This is a game that I feel does not get enough love, but I'm a huge fan of Bulletstorm.
Really? On PS3?
Yeah,
Yeah.
way back in the way back in the day, but the idea of like that game was built around like the whole kill with skill tagline or whatever.
Yeah.
I love that. I love being able to almost like express myself in murdering enemies. It's like there's so many different things that you can do to have fun messing with your enemies. You can like you can wrap a explosive flail around their legs and then pop them up in the air and then stick them with a grenade or something and then blow them up 3 different ways and you'll get
Yep.
all these points. Like I love stuff like that. So
Cool.
I'm a huge fan of Bulletstorm. I'm a big fan of the Halo series as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say my favorite shooter of all time is undoubtedly Counter-Strike.
Hmm.
Counter-Strike, I feel like it's not just my favorite shooter. I think it's the greatest game ever made. It's
Wow.
so good. The skill cap is so high, and it's just everything that I think competitive shooters need to be. It's all about great aim, positioning,
Out of
tactics, decision making, and speed. Like that's all it is. Like there's no perks, there's no loadouts, there's no care packages, there's there's none of that. It's just skill, which I love. And then
Speaking of skill, I'm going to try to use some because we're dying. I am dying way too much at this part.
there you go.
I'm gonna be a little more patient.
Besides Counter Strike, yeah, Halo, the first one, Halo 3.
No Halo 2?
I like Halo 2 a lot, but like to me 3 is kind of like that was the one where there was a time in college when I was like I could play pro Halo 3 if I tried really hard. Like I was really good at it. So that's just to me it holds a special place in my heart, but I really like Halo 2 too. Halo 2 as well. Cuz it's great.
See, there you go. You're thinking like a writer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so many shooters though that I love, and then like non-competitive shooters, I really love BioShock.
For sure.
Like I know a lot of people don't really consider that a shooter, although it's a shooter.
Come
You're
on,
shooting.
guys.
Like I saw a comment the other day on IGN about BioShock, and he was like, "That's not really an FPS," and I was like, "Then what is it? If not, you're in first person, you're shooting things. That's a first-person shooter to me, right?" But yeah, I really love BioShock. I think the storytelling in that game is awesome, and the
jeez.
environments, and the design, and the character work, I think is really, really unparalleled. Oh man, I can't read your name because it's green. Weird green. Unearth87 on Twitch says, "What's your favorite gun in any game?" Cerebral bore in Turok for him.
That's a good one.
Favorite gun. Would you consider? I mean, it's called the gravity gun, so I guess it's a gun. But like, is
Yeah,
that a gun?
I would totally consider the gravity gun.
Because it doesn't really shoot
boy.
anything, does it? Like it gravitizes things and you can hurl them.
I would totally consider the gravity gun a gun.
Yeah, it's a gun. It's called the gravity gun. I would say the gravity gun from Half-Life 2.
I would have to think about that.
There's so many great guns. The Farsight in Perfect Dark.
Oh,
that gun
yeah.
that can see and shoot through walls. It's amazing.
You know what I'm a big
The
fan
laptop gun from Perfect Dark.
of? Oh, God.
Man.
Perfect Dark had so many great ideas
Yeah,
for guns
it did,
that
it
like
did.
haven't even been like touched upon.
The Halo 1
since then.
pistol. Yeah.
I would say oh God, Resistance had like that alien rifle that like you shoot a single shot in them and then all the bullets. It's like that smart rifle from Alien.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I was a big fan of that gun.
Cool. Yeah, those are really good. The AWP from Counter-Strike, a classic, or the Deagle from Counter-Strike, Desert Eagle, Deagle. There's so many really, really good ones. There you go.
Stop throwing grenades.
Back over to YouTube.
What time are you at, by the way?
What time is it?
Yeah.
2:10.
Okay.
Christian Sosa says, "So the guy is there because he used to make documentaries? WTF?" No, man. Like, to get a little bit more granular, I worked for a company called Maker Studios before this. You may know them as the company that recently got acquired by Disney for $1 billion. I made web videos with a bunch of really big YouTubers. I'm a director and a producer. And so when IGN wanted to do a more original content, they needed someone to come in and who knew how to make short-form, entertainment-oriented content around video games and nerd culture like movies and stuff. And I'd been doing that for years with Maker. I made music videos, documentaries, sketches, comedy, dramas, gaming videos. Like, I made basically everything, and I made it for the web, so that's my background. And IGN had back in those days, like, there was a big shift towards video with the rise of YouTube and the rise of online video being, like, a really great source for content and revenue, and that's kind of what they needed me to do.
Outta
That's
here.
what I do.
That's awesome. So Maker Studios, did you live in LA for that?
Yeah, I lived in LA for 6 years.
Hey, me too. Well, not for 6 years, all my life, but
Oh, you're from LA, huh?
I'm an LA-born native.
Nice.
All right, guys. I think we're through the rough waters.
So
Oh!
if you're just you got friendly fire ejected,
What? No, not like this.
and now
Not
you're
like
back at this
this!
part.
Not like
That's rough.
this.
Some viewers are suggesting a shotgun comes in handy around here.
Oh, Sean, I don't think I can take it again.
I'll
Can
give
you
it a
take
try.
control for a little?
Yes.
I need a moment.
Oops. Here, you take this.
Oh,
Go look at some comments.
I don't want to look at comments.
We're
I
gonna
want
try and
I
go
want an
real
ice cream
fast.
bar. I want Skittles. Make me feel
Ow.
better.
Ow, 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 ow. Where did that guy come from?
Oh.
He's a ninja.
Yeah, laugh it up, Chuckles. Laugh it up, everyone.
Where am I going? Okay.
Oh, I'm so mad.
I think I just shot my own dude.
Oh boy. It's one of those days.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
Oh boy. we're gonna get to this point where we started out the stream talking all high about Modern Warfare, and then all of a sudden it just goes downhill.
What are you gonna do? Other than beat your head against the wall. Now, there was a dude in here who was all ninja-like. Oh my god, there he is again! No!
No.
So that room, you gotta clear out before.
I am going to write that down because I want that clipped out. RPG! Once again, guys, you can tweet at IGN using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. Get your questions read on stream or comments. You can just, say, ha ha ha, Mitch died by killing his teammate that looked exactly like a terrorist. I was having a
Wow.
lot of success hanging back at the starting area. Because the problem, I think, with this area is that they like to throw so many grenades. Yep.
You just gotta keep moving. Or maybe
Get
not.
out of the ground!
Ugh. Crawling around. Got my back, Vasquez, right?
God. You're so brave, Sean. Oh, you just nailed a guy,
Yep.
teammate in the head!
I don't think he's... What?
Oh.
Where? Who? That one was going pretty well, too.
That was going pretty well. I was impressed. Zelda Ethan says, "Don't worry, I die a lot here too." Thank you, Zelda.
You
Make me-
gotta play your angles. I know they come out... Oh my god. Oh. Dude, where? Where?
Oh.
This guy? No, this guy. Oh god. Oh. Oh.
Guys, I know that it probably doesn't do well for like camouflage, but can we just like wear all purple outfits just so that I know who's on my team?
Alright. Engage, try hard mode.
All right, here we go.
I see you, dude, right next to me. I'm gonna handle your friends first.
Oh,
Oh my god, or unless you're gonna try... he said the same thing.
God mode on. It'd be nice to have like a crisis crossover where you just turn on armor mode. Mode enabled. Oh boy.
I want that RPG.
Yeah, maybe that was my problem. Maybe I needed to adjust my weapon every now and then, or change the weapon I was using.
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Get out of there! So many grenades!
Going back.
Oh
No.
God!
Going back this way.
Spray and pray. Spray and pray. Oh
Oh,
no, it's
my
Vasquez!
Going back in there.
Stab him! No mercy. Oh hey, no rest for the weary.
No, 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 no. Cover me, bro. Alright. Where are we going? Is that guy a teammate?
Oh.
I don't know.
Alright, you got this. I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good about this run.
I think we did it. I don't hear anyone. Someone's gonna get RPG'd though.
Poor wall.
No, where's my gun? I'll take this one. Nope, I'll take this one. I just saw it. Where'd he go?
Oh man,
There we
Sean,
go.
I worry about the collateral damage of that RPG.
I don't care.
Oh, you did it!
I did it!
Oh God,
We've won the game.
we've won the game.
Right after you, Lieutenant Vasquez.
Yeah, there goes our boys.
Oh, I remember this. Isn't there not even... He's not even here, right? The
No.
dude who's broadcasting or whatever?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
He's
spoiler
not here.
alert.
Hold your fire. Friendly's coming up.
This was actually the final mission of the game, where we killed the lead terrorist guy.
Fallen Marines, stay frosty.
Stay frosty. I remember I used to start... me and my friends would say that
Stay frosty.
all the time after this game.
We're Oscar Mike. Oh God, I'm getting all these friend requests.
Yeah, we're Oscar Mike, Stay Frosty, and then also Ramirez!
Ramirez!
Which I think
Do
is
the
from
thing!
from 2.
Yeah.
But that's super funny.
that,
Someone
that was a
on-
meme, I think, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
no, someone on YouTube made a video of all the times that Ramirez gets commanded to do something in
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, and it's like a 15-minute video of just people being like, Ramirez! It's really funny. I gotta admit, man, this is pretty intense. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Modern Warfare. This first game is real good. Oh, I'll be surprised if I could break that light.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool if, by like the remaster, they add basically destructibility to every object?
I'm ready. I'll go. Do it.
Breaching.
Yeah, run in.
Oh God!
Get
Come
out
on,
of
get
my
out of the way,
way.
Private Lee!
What? No one's here? You suck.
Oh, this would have been a great surprise if you didn't spoil it, Sean.
SD? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This is HD era.
Yeah. Score 1 for military intelligence.
The way you said that was really weird.
Riggs, turn that off.
I got something better anyway.
Command, this is Red Dog. Station secure. No sign of
Taking out
power
all
signal.
these
The
TVs.
broadcast is a recording. Over.
Yeah. Ooh-rah.
Ooh, I feel like that guy's trying to be Lando Calrissian.
Get out of my way, bro.
Marines,
Griggs.
we got a new assignment. Get your gear and get ready to move.
Can't
out.
even shoot him.
Let's go.
Come on. Let me through. Let me through. We did it.
We did it! Finally! Got 4 more minutes left in the stream. If you're watching, thank you guys so much for spending an afternoon with us. We're playing Call of Duty 4 Remastered. This is an early look at the single player. If you pre-ordered Infinite Warfare, you should be getting access to this tomorrow. Actually, I'm not sure if that comes with multiplayer access as well. Right now, we only have access to the single player. But yeah. If you have
This
any-
next message is all you.
All right, let's do it.
I'll grab this.
If you have any questions, you can tweet at us using the hashtag IGN. You can send me friend requests, I guess. Oh god, they just keep coming.
You gotta turn that off.
Yeah, I gotta turn that off.
Alpha Company's tank is stuck half a click north of here.
Oh, I remember this mission.
Let's go.
The bog. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn that off. Isn't there... Okay, there we go. Get that night vision on.
Wicked
Oh,
Sick
boy.
420
Woo.
says, "What mini console do you guys plan on getting, or is there one that's better in your opinion?" Is he talking
So,
about
I assume he's talking about the... What?
Xbox One S and
PlayStation Slim?
yeah?
Or, yeah, PlayStation 4 Slim. Probably neither, because I'm fine with my current consoles, personally.
I've been trying to talk myself out of getting an Xbox One S for a long time because I have an Xbox One and it's fine, and I don't have a 4K TV,
Oh, God.
so I don't really need an Xbox One S.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I do love the idea of a smaller console that has a 2 terabyte internal hard drive. I don't like using external hard drives, and I don't want to have to use one on my regular Xbox, so I've been, like, thinking about getting one, but other than that, yeah, it's not really necessary at this point, especially since you just got shot by, like, a helicopter.
Jeez.
I think I'll probably just wait until Scorpio comes out.
Alpha Company's tank is stuck half a click north of here. We gotta hustle. Let's go.
Zelda Ethan 9 says, "Isn't it called PS4 Pro?" No, PS4 Pro is a different thing. That's
Yep.
a console that's coming out, I think, we think later this year? Or
Uh,
early next year? No
yeah,
one knows.
I don't think they've officially announced it, but...
Yeah, PS4 Pro is like the upgraded model of the PlayStation 4. They also have the PlayStation 4 Slim, which is not the official name. They're not calling it that, but that's basically just
Oh,
the new
I need to stop.
PS4. Like, it's going to replace what is currently the PS4.
Yeah.
Like the way that the PlayStation 3 Slim just replaced what the original PlayStation 3 was.
So I think the problem that I'm having is
Oh
that...
no, he's talking about the new, like the mini NES and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So I really love the mini NES.
The
I've seen
idea-
one. I've held one in real life. Like, it's super tiny. Like, it could fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
And it comes with 30 games. Like, I think that's gonna be cool. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do that.
Yeah, the idea of that is awesome. I'm gonna...
Juris168 says PS4 Pro and Xbox Project Scorpio is next gen consoles. I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're iterative. Back over to YouTube.
Alright, there we go. Oh, jeez. Which way? Give me a... Give me an arrow!
You're so dead.
I'm so dead. Oh, God. Pathetic.
Alpha Company's tank
Yep,
is stuck
I remember
half a
this
click
mission.
north of here.
This is what I remember about this mission.
This was a tough one.
Yeah.
Remember, you can tweet at us with the hashtag IGN, right? It's just IGN these days, not IGN Plays.
No, you, so you tweet at IGN using the hashtag IGN Plays Live.
Gotcha. Chelsky365 says, "How do game journalists not know when the PS4 Pro comes out?" Not a journalist, pointing it out.
Also not a journalist,
Not
video
al-
team.
also not a journalist. Video dudes here. Plus, I was right. I think I said later this year, right? And I think the time frame, according to other commenters, is November.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. When I don't know information like that, you know where I look it up? On IGN.com. Because my
Hey,
colleagues
look at that
know
plug.
that type of information a lot better than I do. Because you know what? For them, that is their job, to know about games and release dates and all that stuff. Mine, not me.
Also, their job is to write the stories. It's not like they remember every single thing that they write, like, all the time. So am I going through here? Okay, maybe that's why I kept dying, because I needed to go through here.
Also, yeah, I don't really have an interest in PS4 Pro, so like I watched the announcement, but I wasn't really paying attention to specificity things like the dates and the specs, even though there weren't any announced really.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, Private Blasco.
Dave Wad on YouTube says, "Are they even reading these comments?" What do you think, Dave?
Whoa, boy! One thing that I wish Modern Warfare 1 did is give you a little bit visual feedback, like every other Modern Warfare does when you hit something or kill something.
Oh, hit markers, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was definitely... I wonder if that's a multiplayer edition? Like, was it like that in the original multiplayer?
I feel like at the very least you got that sound.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Kanze Kage on on Twitch says, "Do you think NX might get a reveal trailer during the Walking Dead premiere? It's expected to get an insane number of viewers."
Do you know the thing that you would turn that off with?
I don't know. I don't have a PS4.
Let's see.
Notifications.
There we go. Turn all those off.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think when Nintendo announces NX, they're gonna do it on their own, like, terms, you know, during a direct or something like that. But I could be wrong. I don't know. You're right about Walking Dead getting tons of viewers. That would be like a prime opportunity to advertise anything. But it just doesn't. It also doesn't seem like Nintendo's thing, right? Like to advertise during The Walking Dead, like a violent primetime cable TV show, when you're Nintendo, kind of like a family-friendly brand. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry.
Seems like a long shot is all.
I
Wouldn't
was
rule it out though.
distracted.
No, that's fine.
There's a ton of them out there.
Let's take that off.
Fire!
That guy. So, wait. You mentioned we're talking about favorite shooters. I know you're a huge Destiny guy.
Yeah.
Where does Destiny rank in your favorite shooter list? Is it pretty high up there, or?
Yeah, I mean, I really like Destiny. I think it's a great game.
Whoops!
I think it's not been around long enough for me to declare it like, or to even like place it on my top 10 list or top games of all time, top shooters of all time list.
Yeah.
Because it just has, you know, who knows if it has legs, right? Like I played the games that I put up in those lists, like in that top list for me personally, they've just been there because I can keep going back to them and play them for so long, you know. We're not there yet with Destiny, but maybe over time. Like I really like Destiny. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Got the Itch on Twitch says, when's Sean going to be on another Kind of Funny podcast? My buddy's over at Kind of Funny. The answer is whenever, man. Whenever they want me to come by. I'm down. I love those guys, and I think they're real funny. And I love talking games and movies with them.
Oh, God.
Ethan Peters on YouTube says, what's your favorite console to Call of Duty on?
For me, I mean, it used to be Xbox 360. Now it's PS4.
Yeah, so I only ever played Call of Duty on Xbox 360, both Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. So for me, the answer is Xbox 360. I also really like the Xbox controller. Like both the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 controller, I think are just really great. I might even go as far as to say like the Xbox 360 controller is like the greatest controller of all time.
I would definitely consider it in my, top 3.
Yeah, so that would be my answer.
Yeah, I think I'm a huge fan of this actually. I love the PS4 controller. And it's gotten to the point where the controller is really my main preference as to like what platforms I play games on now.
Yeah, me too.
I can even get the javelin. Is that what he's saying? Where's the javelin? There's the thing in here. There we go. There you are. Destroy the armored vehicles on the overpass. Eagle 1, Fox 2.
This was another thing that really set Modern Warfare aside from other shooters was like specialty weapons that
Yeah.
like javelins and like the Predator was the coolest thing ever when you first got your Predator and you're like, I can control this satellite missile, like it's awesome, you know?
Yeah,
I
I agree. Oh, I need it to...
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it... Like I said, you know, Call of Duty, they got a formula for their single-player campaigns. And it's a lot of, you know, basically you get like the stealth missions, almost like where you're infiltrating somewhere with a small squad, like the very first mission that we played.
Mhm.
You got these big bombastic street warfare kind of missions where you're using those cool things like the javelin, stuff like that. You know, it works. For what it is, it works.
Rogue Leader 1101 says, "Do you guys play inverted or normal?" And he puts
Normal.
normal in quotes. Listen, inverted is not normal.
No, you're a monster.
Yeah.
You're basically
I don't know
a
how
monster.
people play inverted. It's crazy. You know who plays inverted? Ryan McCaffrey.
That monster.
Hey, this is a multiplayer map.
Whoops. Hey, that was a friendly. That I just shot in the back. I don't remember. I remember this part too. Wow, that's a long time to reload. You can have that back, thank you. Oh my God, another one. You can take over. Send us home, Sean.
All right, all right.
I think we'll probably once we finish this mission, probably wrap it. Once again, guys, thank you so much for coming and hang out with us. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, IGN.com, Facebook. And if you want to get a question answered, you can tweet at us using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive.
Ow. I thought that flashbang would blind them. It did not.
Ineffective flashbang.
Can you flashbang yourself in this game?
Yeah, I think you can. So, Bobby asks, will you guys be streaming the multiplayer for Call of Duty 4 Remastered? If so, who will be on it?
Bobby Amos?
Yeah.
There you go. Well, maybe it'll be you, Bobby.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking about it. If you guys had to remake another Call of Duty game, which would it be? For me, I would say either. I mean, it would be weird to remake, you know, one that's in the middle of the sequence. So I would probably say either Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, I think, would be cool to play again, and especially see that no Russian scene again.
Yeah. It's hard for me to say.
But at the same time, I wouldn't have the same nostalgia for any of those other Call of Duty games that I have for Call of Duty 4.
This gun takes so long to reload that I'm going to switch weapons. Something a little bit more versatile.
Grenade!
Oh no! Coming this way. Really?
Go
You
back
want me
to the
fall
tank.
back to the tank. Falling back to the tank. No!
Whatever you say, sir.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Your orders are bad.
You did this to me. Nuvark says, IGN, do you think in the near future, 1 to 3 years, they will have full first-person shooter games for VR? Will COD make a first-person mission for VR next year? That's a good question.
That might be... I mean, I think that'd be cool. I would love to see them do that. I don't know about VR first-person shooters, though.
I think so. There's still a significant hurdle that I think VR has to tackle before they start thinking about making full-on first-person shooter games, and that's motion sickness. There's a lot of people that play VR games, and they can't do it for more than 15, 20 minutes because there's a lot of motion sickness aspects of it.
Oh, where's that? I tend to not be... I don't have any motion sickness at all, like when it comes to the VR and stuff. So I'm less concerned about that. I'm more concerned about, like, whenever you're talking about new technologies or new mediums, like, one of the things that I think you got to do is not just adapt current experiences to, oh my god.
I totally agree. You should run them.
Where's that grenade? Why is it
God,
exploding?
Those grenades take so long to explode.
No. I did it. Give me this gun. I want to use it.
Nope, you gotta plant the explosives. You gotta blow it up.
I'm gonna do it while I'm standing right here. Blow it. Yeah, I don't think you can just, you gotta be wary of just being like, hey, first-person shooters are big, let's make first-person shooters for VR, right?
Yeah.
I really think you gotta figure out what the medium does best and then make games that do that, you know? And
Yeah.
I'm not convinced, at least I have not yet played a shooter on VR where I'm like, this is better because of the VR, than a regular TV controller first-person shooter. Now, I'm not saying that can't exist. Like, if you do make one, if a developer made a first-person shooter that used VR in such an interesting new way that made shooters, like, different or new, then I would be, like, all for that. But I just gotta see that first, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. Like, I think VR is such a cool, new, interesting thing. Like, we haven't even scratched the surface of, oh my god, of, like, what it's capable of doing.
Did you get to play the raw data game on the HTC Vive? HTC Vive. That game was really cool. It's not quite there in terms of being like a a full-on first-person shooter. It's more like a wave survival kind of game. But I like that game for, again, I like games that let you like express personality in your gameplay. And that game
Who's shooting me?
allows
Who's
you
shooting me?
to. Oh god.
Who? That guy.
That game allows you to have like a sword in one hand, a gun in the other, and the way you pull the sword out is by like reaching back and like holding down or pressing a button and like pulling it out, and you have like powers by like pushing your hand forward, and just like that kind of stuff makes you feel really, really cool actually doing it. So that in that way, VR gets me excited. The way of feeling like your personal inputs are being transformed by the gameplay. So in that way, I'm excited for VR, but I don't think I don't think it's there yet, just yet. I'm still waiting for that.
This is, again, what makes Call of Duty Modern Warfare so awesome.
Yep.
Look at this chopper just laying into this building. No, I don't see anyone. You lit this place up.
There is no one that's possibly alive in there.
And they're just like, peace.
See ya.
Bring in the engineers and let's get this tank moving. Roger that. They're on the way. Good work. Out.
Squad, regroup in the tank. Let's go.
No infinite sprint. I remember that.
Look at this guy.
Listen up. We don't have much time to get this tank out of here. We'll take up defensive positions around the bog. Here,
Look at that
and
depth
here.
of field
Buy the
change.
engineers some time to get the tank moving. Hoorah!
Hoorah! We're Oscar Mike. All right.
Boom.
We finished that mission sooner than I thought, so we'll play a little more.
I want to thank you all viewers who are out there for watching.
Yeah.
We're not done yet, but thank you for your comments and your questions. We enjoy talking to y'all and answering questions and all that stuff.
Yeah,
If you want to do more of that, well, we have last 15 minutes here. We're over on Twitter, tweet at IGN. We're also on twitch.tv/IGN and youtube.com/IGN, as well as IGN.com/IGN.
So many places.
And you can leave your comments there or anywhere, and we'll be chatting you up. Oh, God, no! No, Captain
Going
Price.
down! Mayday, mayday! I'll take this one.
Yeah, go for it.
Modern Warfare Remastered in 3 words. I feel like I can't say those words on stream.
Really super cool.
Really, yeah. It's da bomb.
Darth Vapor on Twitter says, what was your guys' first opinion and reaction the first time you heard Call of Duty 4 was being remastered? Again, I'm kind of like indifferent to remasters unless it's something that like I specifically really wanted to play again. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's a good one to remaster.
Yeah.
But I wasn't all that interested in it.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way that they announced it in putting it as a stinger to that Infinite Warfare trailer. Honestly, like, I've kind of fallen off of the radar for Call of Duty games. I felt like it was already remastered when it came out on. No, never mind. Forget the thought.
There you go.
I was gonna say something completely wrong, so I'm gonna stop myself right there.
Good job. Yeah, this one is the one to remaster in my mind, you know, and it's like, you know, we're just about 10 years on from it, and it was the right time, I think.
Oh, we're about to go stabby stabs.
Tony Flatten on YouTube says, talk more about the graphics. Stand still and look around some more, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we can show you what it looks like, but I mean, I'm looking at it right here and telling you, and you can take it from me, like, the game looks good. Good enough to be a game from right now, I would say. That said, it's the same game, really. Like, it's hard to tell. Do you know if we made a graphics comparison on IGN for Call of Duty 4 Remastered versus the original?
We did. I'm pretty sure you can find it on IGN. I think we did it with. I think we did it like earlier on when we first got like B-roll footage of the game.
Okay, cool. So yeah, maybe check it if you're interested in the graphics. Maybe go check out the comparison video that we made for Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Again, like, it looks good. My impression of it looks good. Like, it looks modern and stuff. A game like this, I don't think I personally play again for updated graphics. It's more about the experience and stuff. And they have updated the graphics significantly, right? Like,
Yeah.
Look
at this.
This does not look like a 10-year-old game right now. But because of, you know, YouTube compression and stuff, you may not be exactly seeing what we're seeing here.
This is also a really cool moment.
Stay down. Stay down.
Games Professional says, tell us what's the difference you guys see in this version. I mean, it's really pretty standard stuff when it comes to remastered, right? New lighting and shadow effects, updated textures and graphics, more resolution in terms of the detail, like trees, foliage, ground, all that stuff looks more detailed and a little bit more higher resolution. Greater dynamic range, like the highlights and the shadows play a lot better together. Sound also sounds a lot like, really, like, the sound sounds really good. Guns sound like very impactful and stuff. I wonder if they did like a full audio repass on this or if it's just a new mix. But yeah, I mean, it's a good remaster for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Resident Evil style remaster where they completely went in and, you know, redid entire aspects of the game. It's a pretty pretty standard remaster affair, but it's solid for what it is. Let's go, Nikolai.
Possibly underscore famous says VR is cool, but I'm more excited to see what Microsoft HoloLens will do. What do you guys think? I have tried HoloLens and it is real cool. I'm very excited about that too, but I try not to think about it too much because honestly,
Oh boy.
that tech is still like 5 years away.
Yeah, that was my impression of it.
Yeah,
it was cool, but
I mean, it is cool.
Yeah.
It's just also a prototype.
Yeah.
Like we are very much in the prototype phases of that game, of that tech right now.
Yeah. So I got to try it at E3 one year. I got to do like the Halo 5.
Oh, I did that
thing.
same thing. Yeah. Where you're walking around the ship. And
My
stuff.
problem was that it wasn't in my entire field of view. So there were parts of it where I would like my eyes would drift down and I would see normal non-HoloLens stuff.
That's exactly my problem. Is what we tried. HoloLens has a very limited view. Like you put the goggles on and you have your normal field of view, right, where you can see almost to like right here with your peripheral vision, but it only works, the AR portion only works like in this little square right in the middle. And obviously it's a prototype, right? Like I'm sure they know that that's a big limitation, but yeah, in order for it to really hit its full potential, they're going to have to make that field of view much, much wider, so that it's not just some little square in the middle there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you could project all kinds of cool stuff, in like a
God,
almost,
doggies!
Oh my gosh, that's a very vicious dog too. Crazy.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, Sean. I can't stab the dog in the face when it's all up in my face.
You should have, because he bit your face off. Now you are -1 face. But yeah, I mean, augmented reality presents like a whole new set of challenges. Like I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
Also,
I'm
how's that
excited to
dog
see.
alive? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. I was done.
I was chasing, or a dog was chasing me. That's a friend, right? -1 face. What time we got? 2:48. We got about 10 more minutes. I don't think we're going to get to the end of this mission, but we're going to get as far as we can.
I'm looking at these questions, so if you got them, put them in there now. I'm talking to you, the viewers. Questions,
I thought
comments.
you were talking to me.
Get them in there. Scoping them out on YouTube right now. And on Twitch. And on Twitter.
I hear doggies.
Shoot the dogs. This would be traumatic for some people in our office who are very, very much dog lovers.
I had a... So normally I'm fine shooting dogs. Like I feel like a little bit bad, but it's a weird thing to feel. But actually, The Walking Dead episode 2. I don't know if you've played it. Have you played Walking Dead episode season 2 of Walking Dead?
No, I haven't played season 2 yet.
No. Well, there's
sitting on my Xbox, but
there's a really tough moment for me with dogs because it looked a lot like the dog that I had growing up, and yeah. Rough moment, captured on stream while I worked at Gamefront.
Oh man. Tony Tejada says, do you think there will be any online VR anytime soon? Oh, I'm sure. The way games and just our whole world is going as far as online goes, I'm sure there will be online functionality with VR pretty soon. I think it just depends on for what type of experience. What difficulty are you guys playing on?
We are playing on Hardened.
Hardened.
I mean Veteran. No, we're playing on Hardened. Oh god! Oh, I did that wrong. I did not listen to what he said.
Mem Falcon on Twitch says, IGN, will you 1v1 me on Destiny?
He's been saying that for a long time. He really wants you to 1v1 him on Destiny.
Are you on Xbox? That's a big thing. Because I play on Xbox.
Stay out of the spotlight. Got it.
Kanze Kage says, I bet Ramirez would have lived if he was in that building. Yeah, dude. Ramirez. Ramirez, survive this building that's being assaulted by Apache helicopters. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and just type in. I think if you just go to YouTube and type in Ramirez,
You can probably find it.
yeah, like
Ramirez
find-
do everything.
you'll find a supercut of someone, or where someone cut together of all the times that Ramirez has to do stuff in Modern Warfare 2, and it's hilarious.
Sentries on the bridge up ahead. Stay out of the spotlight.
Stay out of the spotlight.
I feel like Ethan Peters asked this question already, but here we go again. Besides Call of Duty, what other FPS shooters do you guys like? FPS shooters. I mean, you and me are both Halo guys.
Yep.
I really love Destiny.
I'm also
Counter-Strike.
I'm
I
also
play
a big
lot
fan of BioShock.
Yep. You also was it you who said you're not a Battlefield guy? Yeah, I'm not a
Not a
Battlefield
Battlefield
guy
guy.
either.
Is he coming back? Take it slow. Oh, come on!
Suri Solman says, "Did they redo enemy AI?"
I do not think so. It feels pretty much like I remember.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Ow, ow.
Oh, someone's shooting you.
Oh, it's that frickin' helicopter. I gotta get through that stealthily.
Yeah, I don't know that you would go to for a remaster, because enemy AI is something that's probably deep code and the programming, right? Like you wouldn't go change that stuff in a remaster. That's like rebuilding a whole new. That's like rebuilding the game from the ground up.
Yeah. I feel like the idea of a remaster is to get a easy, quick buck on a game that people want to play again.
Mem Falcon says, "I love the stream. Going to school for journalism because I want to be in the same seat as you guys one day. Keep up the great
Aw.
work." Thanks, man. Hey, best of luck to you, dude. Honestly, now is the best time
Just gotta go
in
first.
order, like, if you want to do what we do or what other people are doing in terms of games out there, like, now's the best time to do that. You have so much power and ability to get what you make out there and in front of an audience by virtue of the internet. Like, before, there was no way to do that. Now you can do it, so
Yeah.
it's great.
I mean, the amazing thing is that like we have YouTube, and you can actually make money while you try to build yourself up, or you can just keep on going the YouTube route. Just whatever you want to do, just do it, and just keep on doing it. If you want to do podcasts, just start a podcast with a couple of friends, and get that experience under your belt. If you want to be a Let's Player, even if you're not getting all the views, just get a Elgato or one of those things and start doing Let's Plays, even if you only get like 2 to 10 views. Just have that under your belt.
A Cooper 2013 says, "If you could only play Halo or Gears for the rest of your life, which would you choose?" Halo.
For sure. All right, next question. No, I mean, yeah.
Again, not that Gears isn't great.
Yeah.
Gears is great, but Halo is greater to me personally.
Simple answer. No, I love. Oh, come on!
We're compromised. Open fire.
Just get into the house. Just get it to the greenhouse. Run! Ugh! Where's my team? Okay, checkpoint reached. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
New Vark says, "Do you think they would ever consider adding new maps to remastered games? If so, do you think that they would
Throw it
just
back.
add maps to the current COD?" I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you're thinking like a developer, if you're gonna dedicate resources to creating new assets, why not do it in the new engine with the new game and stuff to support a product that's current as opposed to something that came out 10 years ago? I just don't really see I don't see the benefit in adding new maps to a 10-year-old game. Like, let the remaster be the remaster and let the new game be the new game.
Oh no, please don't blow up on me. Did Gaz just save me? I think Gaz just threw that grenade away from me. Gaz, my new best friend. Grenade out. Throw it back. Oh, is that guy? What time we got?
5 more
2:56.
minutes.
5 more minutes. Let's see if we can get to the end of this mission before Alex comes in.
Predator Jam says, what do you guys think about Rise of Iron?
Ooh.
A Destiny question. I really like Rise of Iron. I think it's really good.
I feel like you're going to get
think
2
it's-
different answers here.
I think it's very short.
Yep.
Too short, in fact. I would have loved for it to be twice or 3 times the length because what is there, I think, is very good. But you know, I'm also kind of looking at it through rose-tinted glasses because, like, hardcore Destiny players like myself, like, really anytime there's new content, we go crazy for that stuff. Like, new stuff in Destiny is always such an exciting and awesome thing. So we'll see as time goes on if it's enough or if my excitement for it wanes. But right now, like, all I've been playing is Destiny because I think Rise of Iron's awesome.
Yeah, so I feel like Destiny is a game where your enjoyment on it, or of it, really depends on if you have that group that you can play with, that can kind of share that experience of grinding to get to, you know, a level where you can actually do some of the really fun stuff, like the strikes, like the raid. For me, all my people that I usually play with, they either moved on to a different game, or they were too far ahead to really help me out in getting raid ready.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to grind to the point where you can get raid ready by yourself, it's not a fun experience, at least in my opinion.
It is pretty tough. The climb is hard. Whoa, Mem Falcon just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thanks a lot, man,
hey!
for subscribing to us. That is something you can do to help support the channel and help support IGN here, keep the lights on, keep people like us in these jobs, working, making content for you guys. So thank
Yeah.
you for that. That's really nice of you.
Thank you so much.
Also, if you're not aware, if you have Amazon Prime now, you get a free sub. So go support your Twitch streamer of choice out there. That'll make their day for sure.
It would make our day. But yeah, that's really cool. Thank you so much for that. Oh God. No frags remaining.
Kodor fan 3231 says, "What do you guys think of the direction that Call of Duty is taking with Infinite Warfare? Do you think they are at least trying to innovate?" I think they're trying to innovate as much as you can within the formula that they have to adhere to, because it is a Call of Duty game, it is a Call of Duty franchise, and people have a certain expectation of what that is. But I was not impressed by the trailer.
Nope.
But
a lot of people weren't.
yeah. That said, I don't know. I think it's, you know, like Call of Duty games are. It's probably going to be pretty good.
Oh come on, I knifed you. Yeah, you know, Call of Duty, they have their fans. They have their
We've got Stinger missiles
their
on the mark.
hardcore fan base that they need to. They can't deviate that far from what that fan base is expecting, because you know, they're the ones that keep the lights on for the Call of Duty series.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, you know what? I think that's probably about where we should probably
end
wrap
on
this.
a death.
So
Yeah, thank you guys very much for joining us. This has been Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. When is this coming out?
I believe that if you pre-ordered the game, you should have
Infinite Warfare, he's talking about.
yeah. If you pre-ordered Infinite Warfare, you should have access to tomorrow. And I would say maybe definitely Google that to make positive. But that's my impression.
Awesome.
Um,
Yeah, but thank you guys for joining. If you guys are, you know, really into Call of Duty, we'll be doing much more coverage as we kind of lead up to release here. Thank you for checking out IGN Live, and thank you, Mitch, for joining me on this stream.
yeah, thank you.
I've been Sean Finnegan. This is IGN Live. Thank you very much, but we're out. What's up, everybody? I am Sean Finnegan. Welcome to IGN Plays Live. I'm joined by Mitch Saltzman. Today we are going to be playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered on the PS4 for y'all. So, welcome to the show. Come join and reminisce about this awesome seminal shooter. Mitch,
Yeah,
thanks for joining me.
This is exciting because we were supposed to stream this yesterday, and I believe that tomorrow is when this officially opens for people who pre-ordered Infinite Warfare. So this is an early look at the game. Oh, sorry, this should be the controller you're using.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, so where do you want to start? I remember the very first mission in this game being ultra cinematic and very amazing.
And super like set piece heavy. But actually, I think it starts off with some training, so we might have to do that first.
Is that so? Well, let's
Yep.
have a go then.
Let's do it.
So, if you're just joining the stream, thank you very much. Hope you're going to have a good time. But make sure you join us on Twitch and on IGN and on YouTube. And leave us, your comments or your questions. We'll do your best to answer them there. We're going to talk a lot about the game, and hopefully you all have played it. I mean, if you missed out, this was
I mean, this is gaming history. If you missed out on playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, you need to brush up.
Yeah, this was a game where, like, I don't think I'm being overly dramatic or, bombastic when I say that this was, like, a game that really changed the industry as far as shooters come. Like, shooters are a genre that's gone back to gaming's roots, for sure. We've had many great shooters that have really changed the way we think about what shooters are, but when this came around, it really was a totally new thing and a different way that we could have conceived about what first-person shooters are.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, this definitely is not the first war style, like, stop and pop kind of game where, like, you're constantly moving from cover to cover. You know, it's not Doom style where you're just running out there with, all these different guns. But it did kind of, I don't want to say perfect it, but it definitely set the standard, I would say, as far as these style of shooters go.
Oh,
Fire from the hip, fire from the hip. Also, I feel like that tutorial voice is, like, iconic almost.
Yeah, I just remember it's really easy to, like, I don't know, it comes back so fast once you jump back into this.
Yeah. Do you remember what's that character's name? Because you're playing as Soap. It's Captain Price, right?
Captain Price?
Captain Price.
Also, who's McTavish? I actually forget the
Tavish,
story.
or Tavish. Yeah, I would have to say that anyone who can tell me succinctly what Modern Warfare 1 was about, they deserve some kind of medal.
Oh yeah, you definitely don't. At least I don't remember. I mean, going back now, this is what, 9 years since I played this game.
Oh my god.
Like the last time we actually would have played this game would have been back then.
Stop it! I feel old.
Yeah, I know, right? Time flies. That's like a good third of my life there. What am I doing here?
But yeah, if you have any questions, guys, you can tweet at IGN using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. That is generally the best way for us to see your question because Twitter doesn't move as fast as YouTube and Twitch.
One minor note: we are playing on PS4 here.
Yeah.
And I definitely do not play these games on PS4. I mean, I think, like most people, I imagine people played this game on, 360.
360,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Using your knife is even faster than switching to your pistol.
Not that that's a bad thing. I just back in
Not
the
trying
day,
to start a war here, just saying.
Back in the day, during the PS3, Xbox 360 generation.
So you gotta get the melon. You gotta get the melon.
Oh, where's the melon?
There it is.
Oh.
Nice. Fruit killing skills are remarkable.
Ha ha!
Want to see you.
Fruit Ninja. That's actually the impetus for how they got the idea for Fruit Ninja.
Is that so?
They played Call of Duty. For sure. So I don't know if you can answer this, but Nuvark on Twitch asks, what was your favorite gun in this game?
I think I'm a little biased because one of my big complaints, and I don't want to start this off with a complaint, but like it kind of is that the M16, at least in my mind, is the best gun in the game.
Yeah.
And it's available to you like right off the bat.
I feel like that's almost always the case with Call of Duty games, though. Like, I mean, maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't have a fine appreciation for automatic weapons.